In this video, Tucker Carlson exposes NATO for killing Christians in the Yugoslavian war in the 90s.
Well, as I've said, and I really mean it from my heart, I mean, I have no I'm not getting rich from this, so I'm saying what I sincerely believe, which is pushing Ukraine to join NATO when NATO doesn't want Ukraine. There's no strategic reason, no actual reason to have Ukraine in NATO, or to have NATO at all. We shouldn't have NATO at all.
Oh, that's preposterous.
What's the point of NATO?
To keep
keep the Soviets from invading Western Europe. Oh, well, it's been 35 years since they existed.
To keep peace.
How's that worked? To keep peace.
Actually,
we now have the bloodiest war in 80 years in the middle of Europe because of NATO. So how's this peacekeeping activity?
Or you could argue, as many people do, that actually the reason is because Ukraine wasn't in NATO. Had it been, Putin wouldn't have invaded.
That's a super crazy. This is like an addiction, and I've been through addiction, so I'm not judging at all, but it's like, I feel really I've got to have a glass of vodka to feel better.
Are you mocking my mental health?
Yes. But I'm also saying that I've lived this, so I know what it feels like. It's the thing that is killing you. It's truly killing you, whether it's NATO or vodka. You become convinced is saving you. So you wake up hungover and you're like, oh, I feel so bad. Give me a screwdriver. And you have a screwdriver, you feel better. And you don't realize that you're starting the cycle again.
Would Putin have invaded Ukraine if it had been a member of NATO? No, he wouldn't have done. Because then America would have been obliged to respond.
Never. Here's what I know. For a fact, Putin said this for 20 years. Ukraine cannot be a member of NATO. They will not accept that any more than we would accept Chinese missiles in Tijuana, or you would accept Sri Lankan missiles in Glasgow. You're just not going to accept that.
NATO is a defensive organization.
How is it defensive?
Because it has never acted proactively, aggressively.
Really? Where were you when the Yugoslavia war was going on? And they were bombing the shit out of Christians in Yugoslavia. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That was pretty offensive.
NATO has always operated in a defensive capacity.
Really?
Yes.
That's how they created Kosovo? Defensively?
It was defensive.
Oh, it was?
Yes, it was.
Who was the aggressor there?
Well, you know, my brother-in-law was literally there.
Just a minute. What you're saying is insane.
It's not insane. NATO has never actually acted unilaterally.
Okay, so the Soviet Union collapses.
It's never attacked anybody without being attacked. It's always been defensive.
Who in Yugoslavia attacked NATO?
Look.
Just know, here's the point where you just admit defeat. Bow your head and be like, you know what? I bow before superior knowledge. I totally got this wrong. I can't believe I had such a silly idea. I'm sorry.
Well, you think nice, good guys in Yugoslavia...
I'm not saying they're nice, good guys. I'm just saying that was not a defensive action. That was an offensive action. Bill Clinton's like, I don't like what you're doing. I'm going to use NATO to kill you. And he did, and then created Kosovo as a NATO base.
Because they were absolute genocidal maniacs.
They may have been naughty. I'm not defending their behavior.
But that's what they were being defended against.
Who are we defending?
The Yugoslavians that were being pillaged and raped and murdered.
By other Yugoslavians?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. This is getting intense. But
NATO is a defensive organization.
Look, you can say it all you want. Just like you can say Zelensky's a beacon of democracy when he's not elected and he's banning parts of Christianity, but he's a dictator.
So just to be clear,
just to be honest about what things are.